contestants and say what you really enjoyed about their products and their platform, and you know, just kind of give a critique for each of them?
Yeah, definitely. First of all, I kind of feel like I am obligated to make a American Idol joke, but I'm going to hold off from doing that. First of all, thanks to everyone for participating. This is really cool. I would love to do this all day. I'm sure you probably would. I'm sure it's a huge pain in the butt to pull these things together, but we're really grateful. It was really enlightening for the two of us, and a lot of fun. So thank you, and hopefully the folks in the audience have learned something from this as well. And I think all four presentations were great. I think they were tuned to what we need, so thank you for that. And I can see applicability for a brand like YoPlay, or almost all of our brands, for all of them. So that was cool. There wasn't one in the bunch where you're looking at going, I have no idea how we would ever use that. So that was cool. There's my little tally list. I'm going to probably do this in the wrong order, so I'll tell you who the ultimate winner is in a moment. But I'll start on my tally sheet from right to left. So pixel-wise, we really like the engine, and I think there's something really interesting there about using games as a way to deliver a message. I think that is an area that a brand like YoPlay or any of the General Mills brands will really need to tap in the next couple of years, and when done really well, it's a great way to make the experience for the consumer better and make it a lot of fun. And you can deliver that experience of the brand through the experience of the game. And we thought that was a really interesting pitch. And just from a business model, I think having a platform where you can plug and play content and optimize it over time is a really smart way to go at it. I think that you might want to think about tuning that business towards brands, because there's something there. So on the deliver it side, it's clearly a need that brands are going to have as we embrace the idea of being publishers. So there's a ton of applicability in what you guys are trying to do there. And there's something really compelling about having an always-on tool that allows us to get our content distributed across a variety of different platforms. And what I really tuned in on was specifically how it could help us get the right kind of content to put in our paid media. So calling it a bit of a tool for a focus group in a real-time way in social media, I think is a really nice way to pitch it to brands like us. And I think just acknowledging that this is a relatively small investment, but it makes the rest of your paid media investment work even harder is a really smart way to pitch it. So that really spoke to us. And then Linkia, did I pronounce that right? You know that these are the kinds of things that a lot of brands are trying to do. How do we become a relevant part of an important conversation with influential community leaders is something that all of our brands are trying to do. We've had the luxury, frankly, of being able to shotgun our message across the airwaves for 50 years with TV, and we don't have that luxury as much anymore. Well, we still do, but it's not as effective as it used to be. So the place that you're playing is a really critical place for brands to be, and we think that there's something very, very positive there. And a lot of brands like us that have tried this have not probably been as successful, maybe because of the way that we've gone at it. And the kind of offering that you have, I think, gives brands like us a chance to be actually useful. And that's sort of the sweet spot to play in. And the newbie team, you're right, the visuals really, really speak to brands like us, because the marketers that are on brands like YoPlay, you might be surprised to find out that the actual marketing and brand building is a relatively small percentage of their job every day. They're walking in for meetings where they're talking about supply chain issues or sales issues or customer issues or product issues, and then they have to make decisions about how do you put money behind the brand. And the tools that you're providing make it super easy to absorb a lot of information very, very quickly. Information is very actionable, so there's something very, very positive there. In the sort of the dynamic approach, the real-time information was really, really powerful. But ultimately, we decided to give is this the first inaugural trophy, by the way?
Third. Third?
All right, well, third. The ultimate winner is going to go to Linkia. We've seen a number of these efforts to play with influential bloggers, but I think the way that you're going at it around a community and how do you make the community better is really, I think, a differentiator proposition. I think the idea of having the content out there in an always-on way post-campaign is a really powerful thing for us, and we thought that was a differentiator. And I think in terms of being able to drive an impact in culture, whether it's just the online publishing culture or the culture of bloggers or the culture of community builders, I think you have an opportunity to do that as well. So we think that there's a lot of opportunity. We're looking forward to having you come in and talk to the Yelp team.
Awesome.
If you can get to Minneapolis, we can get you the audience.
We'll come to Minneapolis anytime.
Wait till summer sports.
I'm honored, thank you.
Did you have any more? You want to talk about the other guys?
Oh, we think there's an opportunity to have a couple of you guys come. We'd love to have you pitch. So if you can make it to Minneapolis, we'd love to have you all pitch essentially to various parts of the organization. So for the PixelWise guys, I think as we look at some of the ways that some of our kids brands are trying to play in the gaming space, there's a very clear opportunity for you to talk to us and our agencies. And Nuvi, we'd love to talk about building up a command center for YoPlay and a couple other brands and figure out what that looks like. And the Deliver It project is something that I think we'd actually have a couple brands that could do something with almost immediately. We'd like to talk about how to explore it. So super valuable for us. Hope that doesn't screw up the program.
No, I think this will be the first ad tech where everyone's a winner. I mean, everyone is ultimately a winner anyway, but this is the first startup session I've hosted two now where the brand said, actually, we'd like for you to all come in and talk to various departments in the company. So I think that's really interesting. And it says a lot about the deliberating that ad tech was doing to get these particular four companies here. And it says a lot about emerging technology and innovation that's out there right now.
And could say something about Minnesota where everyone's above average and we want to assume everyone's
In the healthiest and fittest state, I think, if you're number one.
Yes.
All right, thank you everyone for joining us. I think there's probably a photographer or two that would like to get pictures with the judges and all the companies. I think that would be
I was going to ask for it.
Oh, thank you. Wow. Congratulations.
I was wondering, do I have a business card for you? I'm going to be posting your presentation in my blog. You should can. I am
Well, it's not an idea. We're a startup out in Sacramento. Basically, what it is an online video player that you're watching the video, and we pause the video. 5. Or a survey or data capture, and wherever that information travels throughout the entire internet, where whitelisted plans have Twitter or Facebook or all the ads, and then you're watching the video, and you probably do interact inside the video, and once you take this video and share it, there was there any video. So I know you guys obviously do a lot with videos. You're a brand, so you don't do maybe as much of a direct response, but maybe it's more. How about you for that? You know, so that's how you know.
the best idea on that. Probably the same.
During the world tour, yeah.
Yeah.
God, you already know what it is.